Hey guys, this is aUEC, and welcome to my first Star Citizen tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to complete my favorite mission in the game, the hijacked 890 jump mission. This mission is not too difficult once you get the gist of it, and will reward you with 17,000 Alpha UEC if you complete all of the required objectives. So without further ado, let's get started. Once you approach the mission, you'll be greeted by two radar contacts. These enemies fly Cutlass Blacks and have fairly good loadouts, so you'll need to bring a ship that can handle itself in combat. I've found that each combatant is running 2 mass drivers and 2 laser scatterguns, which can eat through smaller ship shields if you're not careful. They also tend to use missiles a bit more than normal AI, so you need to watch out for that. Here you can see me flying the Cutlass Red, and because it's a medical ship, it doesn't fare very well in combat. However, it has specific functions that will become very handy later on in the mission. I'm running stock components, which is a bit of a mistake. However, I've switched out the guns for 4 GT215 ballistic Gatling guns, which make quick work of the opponents. Onto the bulk of the mission, first person combat. In this section, you'll need to move through the 890 to eliminate 20 hostile infantry and disable a hacking computer located in a random location inside the ship. This hacking computer looks like this, and will be the initial priority, as once you breach the ship, it spawns in a random location with only 4 minutes remaining on the upload. To disable the hacking computer, you will need to first walk up to it, hold down your inner thought key and press the abort button. From now, the timer is paused. Then you'll need to confirm it down in the bottom left, and wait for the progress bar to finish. After that, the side objective is complete and we can move on to eliminating the hostiles. These enemies are supposed to be highly trained criminals who will not hesitate to shoot you on sight. Unfortunately at the moment, the coding for AI infantry isn't the best, and as a result of this they tend to stand out in the open, even after taking fire. This makes it extremely easy to eliminate them if you can implement some basic room clearing techniques in order to eliminate exposure from other angles. However, do be careful as they occasionally rush towards you if they detect your presence. This can be quite overwhelming, especially if you're using a low capacity weapon such as a pistol. Hopefully, AI improvements will be coming with 3.9 or 4.0, allowing them to take cover and work together as a team to make it more challenging upon the player. After completion of the mission, you will be awarded 17,000 Alpha UEC if you completed all of the objectives. When it comes to strategy, the 890 jump mission can be approached from numerous ways. From blasting open the hangar doors and face planting your way in, to entering through the rear doors like a normal person, the strategy for taking on this mission can be pretty much whatever you want. One thing I like to do is bring along a ship that has an ICU unit so that I can set my spawn point nearby. This reassures me that if the AI bugs out and eats a whole magazine of bullets, I don't have to spend extra time claiming my ship and returning to the battle. The only downside to this is that in 3.8 there are only 3 ships in the game with medical beds, those being the Cutlass Red, the Carrack, and the 890 jump itself. If these ships don't suit your taste, or you simply can't afford them, one strategy for setting your spawn is to simply rush to the 890 jump's medbed within the mission. The fastest and least dangerous way to get to the medbed is as follows. Open the hangar doors by shooting them. Use your ship's weapons to eliminate hostiles on the left and right side of the hangar. Be careful to not hit the security forces on the rear side of the hangar, as you will lose some profit and gain a crime stat. They look similar to this. Ensure you do not blow up the 300i, as you will get a crime stat for this. Enter the hangar. Use third person view and WASD to get up faster. Walk through the door on the right, through the hallway, and take the first door on your left. From there, just go through the door and you'll be able to set your spawn point like this. So far, I've managed to find 10 different locations for the hacking device. Here's my opinion on the optimal route to find it. First, I enter through the rear doors. Not only are there 2 spawns for it in here, but the device doesn't actually appear until you've entered the ship. You're just going to want to check these screens in this corridor. If it's not here, I go back outside and around here to check the pilot's seat. Using a flashlight, you're just going to check this middle console here. Next, I'll enter through the hangar and check the medical room. Moving out the door and to the left, we'll proceed towards the hangar, and we just check the far right wall and then go up the ladder. And this is going to bring us into the main area. We're going to go straight up to the second floor, watch out for hostiles on the way, and we're just going to go into the dining area. The hacking computer can spawn on this screen here. Heading back to the main atrium, we'll just check the 2 rooms on either side as they spawn on these screens here. Finally, the last 2 rooms that I know about are the living quarters next to the main entrance. Similar to the ones upstairs, the hacking device might be on the screens on these walls. Overall, I'm going to give this mission a 9 out of 10. In terms of profit, there is a small amount of investment for purchasing armor and weapons, and awards around 20,000 aUEC if you accept the Call to Arms mission before beginning. This mission is not very difficult due to the AI being fairly unresponsive in the current state of the game, but in the odd situation where they all rush you, it can be quite overwhelming for inexperienced players, and it can sometimes seem as if they shoot you around the corner or through a solid cover. These inconsistencies can make it a little bit more challenging, but recently I haven't had too many issues with this and was able to complete 9 missions in a row without dying. This mission spawns at both ArcCorp and Microtech, and I've found that if you cycle between them, it's not too difficult to get at least 2 or 3 completions per session. If you find that it's not spawning, another player might have completed it already, and you may have to connect to a different session to find one. You can do this easily by changing which region you're connected to. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.